If it was back in the day, would they, like, would Alan Marshall take a damn blackjack, whoop their ass and throw them in the cell? I'd run for fucking sheriff.
Yeah. Well, it's not like that no more.
I know. We'll take them down here on Mud Creek and hang them up with the damn rope.
Yeah.
The governor of Oklahoma is calling for an investigation after audio surfaced from McCurtain County sheriff officials discussing unaliving Black people and reporters. McCurtain County Sheriff Kevin Clardy, as well as County Commissioner Mark Jennings, Sheriff Investigator Alicia Manning, and Jail Administrator Larry Hendricks were heard on the audio, discussing why they could no longer use a rope, if you get my drift, with African Americans. When the sheriff's office was reached for a statement, they said they were looking into if the audio was obtained illegally.
If it was back in the day, would they, like, would Alan Marshall take a damn blackjack, whoop their ass and throw them in the cell? I'd run for fucking sheriff.
Yeah. Well, it's not like that no more.
I know. We'll take them down here on Mud Creek and hang them up with the damn rope.
Yeah.
But you can't do
And
that.
the thing about it is,
They got more rights than we got.
and that's the thing about it. 20 years ago, I would have done something like that. I know 20 years ago, I wouldn't have political position. You know?
They're insignificant in my life.
Yes.
Really. They bring
Don't
that
say
to the
this, you
table.
know.
What goes around goes around.
It will. I told you it will.
Yeah.
I know where two big deep holes are here. Yeah, but the thing of it is, you know,
We actually told the truth.
I've known 2 or 3 hit men that were very quiet guys.
Yeah.
And would cut no fucking mercy.
Yeah.
I'm Dr. Terry Ann Scott, a scholar of African American history and the director of the Institute for Common Power. I'm literally in Montgomery, Alabama, and just finished lecturing about lynching and how it is not a relic of a Jim Crow past, but a modern form of racial violence. And somebody just minutes ago sent me an article that is saying that Oklahoma city officials are lamenting the fact that they can't lynch Black people any longer. This is the state of where we are today. They were caught on tape talking about this. So if we want to say that there is not institutionalized systemic racism in law enforcement and other city structures, then we are deluding ourselves. It is up to all of us to dismantle racism, to vote these kinds of officials out, to run for office, to ensure that this is actually a just and inclusive democracy. We all have work to do. We all have a part. Let's do it.
New this morning, Oklahoma Governor Kevin Stitt is asking multiple McCurtain County officials to step down from their jobs immediately. And he's sending in state investigators to see if anything illegal has happened. This move comes after the sheriff, a county commissioner, the jail administrator, and a sheriff's investigator were recorded by a local newspaper at a county meeting expressing frustration that they could not hang Black people anymore, and also openly threatening to kill 2 newspaper reporters.
Okay, TikTok. This is my last TikTok of the night, but I know we all getting our rest on learning line dances with some of y'all, because I'm not. But, you know, getting familiar with the programming on my Netflix, Hulu, etc. Because we cannot put the world out. Even though the world's on fire, we didn't set it on fire, and we do not have the fire equipment to put it out. I understand that. But can we put together a list of places that Black folks are not really welcome in? Because this new whole thing with Oklahoma and the governor asking people to resign after a bunch of sheriffs and deputies and local law officials were voicing their frustration around not having the ability to no longer string us up in trees. This was they were frustrated about. Not the economy, not the pollution, not corrupt government, but their inability to string up Black folks. Yeah, so I'm thinking I won't be visiting Oklahoma anytime soon, you know. And I figure we need to probably create some kind of underground railroad for the Black folks that are already in Oklahoma to get them out of there. Don't get me wrong, I live in the deep south myself. I live in New Orleans. But New Orleans is a Black city, and yeah, there's enough PTSD and guns here where nobody's coming to play with us like that. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, just kind of get the Black people who are in obvious danger, out of those places that they're in danger, and also put up, like, I don't know, billboards letting other black folks know, hey, this is probably someplace you might not want to go. I mean, and don't get me wrong, we could create our own billboards for some of them towns in Louisiana, because I promise you, some of them are not places that, yeah, I wouldn't want to be there after dark. If my car broke down, I might just, you know, put a sheet over myself and sleep in a car quietly where no one could see me until I could call somebody in the morning to come rescue me. You know, that type of place. Or maybe even the trunk, you know. Whatever's good. You see what I'm saying? And I'm getting a vibe that Oklahoma is the same sort of place, you know, because of the officials and their frustrations. So can somebody send me that list, please? DM me, whatever, because yeah, I don't want to accidentally be in some place where people are frustrated because it is now illegal, which it always was, by the way, to string up black people indiscriminately, but just nobody was pressing y'all when y'all did illegal stuff. It was always illegal, you know. All these make America legal to string up black folks again, because is it really make America great again? Because was it ever really great? I don't think so. For whom? So yeah, so send me that list, you know, run me that list, and somebody, you know, can we make that list? I understand we have other priorities, but that list should be a priority. I'm just saying. Love y'all. Have a nice night. Until next time. And yeah, please run me that list. Whoever have it, run it to me, because I'm sure Oklahoma was already on the list. I just didn't know, and now I do. You feel me? And I would just like to save myself the trouble of finding out through TikTok news, again, that, you know, these places are like that. So just let me know. All right. Y'all have a nice night.
New this morning, Oklahoma Governor Kevin Stitt is asking multiple McCurtain County officials to step down from their jobs immediately. And he's sending in state investigators to see if anything illegal has happened. This move comes after the sheriff, a county commissioner, the jail administrator, and a sheriff's investigator were recorded by a local newspaper at a county meeting expressing frustration that they could not hang black people anymore, and also openly threatening to kill 2 newspaper reporters. New this morning, Oklahoma Governor Kevin Stitt is asking multiple McCurtain County officials to step down from their jobs immediately. And he's sending in state investigators to see if anything illegal has happened. This move comes after the sheriff, a county commissioner, the jail administrator, and a sheriff's investigator were recorded by a local newspaper at a county meeting expressing frustration that they could not hang black people anymore, and also openly threatening to kill 2 newspaper reporters.